And she said, I want to tell you something. And I was like, what? You know, what? She was like, I'm proud of you. Like, you fought so many battles within the years that you've been going through this. And I said, really? She was like, you the best little sister in the world.
Oh.
Come on in this house.
Welcome back to the Name Black Podcast. This is Big Boy the Boss, aka the money quarterback, making plays with the money. What up, Bit?
What it do, everyone? You can either be great or safe, but you can't be both. What's up, John?
What up, you guys?
What up, man? Man, y'all see my half fresh, but we got two special guests in the building. Two beautiful women. Can y'all introduce yourselves?
Hey, y'all. I'm Aviona.
And I'm Karie.
And we got Karie. We should have had Karie on camera. I don't know why we didn't. Y'all, you want to come on camera?
I mean, not really.
Alright, I guess we ain't gonna go on camera though. But how y'all been?
It's been a tough road.
Yeah, it's been a tough year.
It's been tough for us. But we alive.
That's a great feeling though, right?
Yeah.
It's a blessing though.
Yeah.
It is.
Because I mean, you here today and gone today, what Les Brown say, and so like just being here, it made me feel good. But like y'all being here, it made me feel good. So tell me more about you.
I'm a mother. I'm outgoing. I'm just laid back, cool. Like, you meet me and you get what you get.
Yeah, you already got good energy, good vibe. You know, like we come in here, we talking like we already know each other and we just met. So
Yeah.
we love that. Like just to converse and stuff and feel good. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us like you hit us up in the DM and said you the Lupus warrior, and I like that. It really attracted me because I like that because you saying you a battler, you know,
Yeah.
you're a warrior. So tell us about that battle and you having lupus.
It hasn't been easy. 8 years ago, no, 7 years ago. I take that back. I'm sorry. 7 years ago, I woke up just like a regular, middle of the night wake up to go to the bathroom, and the whole right side of my body was dead.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't yell no farther than like 2 feet, so I kept yelling, and my daughter finally heard me after like the 4th yell, and she came in the room, and I said, I can't move, and she said, what you mean, Ma? I said, I can't move. So I told her to call 911. And she was on the phone with the lady, the dispatcher. The lady was telling her, like, is your mom, like, comprehending and replying back to you? And she said, yeah. So, I don't know, maybe about 20 minutes, the ambulance came, and the guy, he was asking me all kind of stuff, like, do you take off the street drugs? And
Crazy stuff.
have you ever been, like, and I'm like, no. And I remember blacking out a little bit, but I was still kind of responding to him, but I wasn't. Like, it was like a faded situation. So my daughter called my mom, and my mom came and got the kids, and probably by the time I got to the hospital, all I remember was the bright lights in my face. And I woke up and I'm like, where am I at? Like, what's going on? And they was cutting my shirt off me and all kind of stuff. And the man, I remember one of the guys saying, I think she had a stroke. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm too young to have a stroke. Like, what are you talking about? So my mom was freaking out because, she there by herself. Like, she want to know what's going on with her child and
Yes.
all kind of stuff. So it was just crazy. So they ran every kind of test that you could think of, from blood work, EKGs, MRIs, CAT scans, like any test there was ran, I had it done in that day. Like, it was crazy. So they couldn't find anything, didn't know what was going on. So I stayed in the hospital then 2 days, and then they discharged me. And they sent me to an oncology doctor. So
What's that?
a cancer doctor.
Okay.
So I'm looking up, like, why am I going to an oncology doctor? Like, y'all trying to tell me I have cancer? Like, what's going on? So I went to him the first visit, and he was asking me, like, what was different? And I'm like, I just remember, like, my body couldn't move. That's all I remember. So he finally ran some more tests, and the second visit I went back and he said, your numbers are too high. Like okay, everybody has A numbers in their body.
Okay.
And it's a certain level that your numbers are supposed to be. My numbers were 2000 and I think it's like 2070 something was my numbers.
Mm-hmm.
The numbers are actually supposed to be 683 or lower.
God, okay.
So I'm like, what? What is that? Like, I don't, I'm in my mind, I'm like, I don't know what this man talking about. Like, this is something new to me. So he said, have you ever heard of lupus? And I'm like, no. And he was like, well, that's what you have. And, we got to take the steps to see what we can do to control it. So I'm like, okay. So after that visit, I went to a rheumatology doctor. And that's my doctor now. And I've been with him since. And when I tell y'all, it's the most scariest feeling in the world because you have to learn your body all over again. It's certain things like how Thanksgiving coming up. I can eat collard greens on Thanksgiving, but then after that, I got to wait like 4 or 5 days before I can eat them again because they hold water.
Mm-hmm.
So
you feel different now.
Yeah, I feel like if I showed y'all pictures from before I got diagnosed and now, y'all would be like, ain't no way. Like, I used to be little. When I say little, I probably weigh like 130.
So what are the side effects of lupus? First of all, I read that lupus is inflammatory disease that affects the tissue.
Yeah, so like how I fight colds, you guys will fight them totally different. So when COVID came about, I'm going to give that for a prime example. I was scared because I could have caught COVID like the blink of an eye. Mm-hmm. And it's really, lupus already don't have a cure. And then you got COVID on top of lupus. So it's like your body's fighting your body. It's basically like I'm fighting my insides to cooperate with each other.
Yeah.
And it's hard because I can wake up and be like, I'm good today. Mm-hmm. And then tomorrow I'm man down.
So it's all about what you eat, you drinking.
It's all about basically how you treat your body because I've learned that it's certain things that I could do to an extent. Like I can go hang out and have fun. Like I could be a normal person, but I'll get tired or my body will wear out. And I'm just like, dang, like
Can't do it no more.
I can't do it how I used to.
Yeah.
So at first it was hard for my kids because we would travel all the time and do this and do that. And then I'm just like, I would travel from like here to Charleston and we would just go. I'd have to sleep the rest of the day.
Just tight. Okay.
Like my body literally is supposed to get 14 hours of sleep a day.
Just from the disease?
Yeah.
So your white blood cells are low or something like that? Because don't they help you with like oxygen or like energy?
It helps you with energy, but once your blood, like your white blood cells basically are fighting whatever they can fight. Mm-hmm. So, and it's not too much it can fight in the inside because now your body's in a process. And now you're taking this medicine and that medicine and this medicine because it's no cure. Mm. So it's like we a poking pen. So when I first got diagnosed, I was on 22 medications.
A day?
A day.
So like 22 pills.
22.
You got to remember to take them.
Every day.
So you taking like 5 pills at a time?
No, sometimes I was taking like 3 of one medicine at a time. And then it'll be like 1 medicine, and then it'll be like 2, and then and then it's like you gotta remember to take this, and you gotta remember to take this, and I'm just like at this point, cause I'm gonna tell y'all, sometimes I was just like I can't do it.
And you say you needed 14 hours of rest, so you got but so many hours to take the medicine.
Yeah, and then you only have 12 hours in a day, and then you gotta think about it. I have kids, so then it's like, how am I gonna sleep, have kids, work, and try to remember to take this and that at the same time? So it was like I had to, for a year, I was basically in hibernation. Like I wouldn't go outside, I wouldn't go in public because I'm just like, why me?
Yeah, so that
Asking
mental
questions.
that mental barrier was
Yeah, it was just like, what did I do to deserve this, or what did I do to go through this? And before that day, I was a party animal. Like Thursday through
turning up.
yeah, Thursday through Sunday, I'm on the scene.
In the streets.
I'm out. So it was just like what to do. Like, how do I get my mindset together? How do I? And one day I remember this like it was yesterday. I got up, I closed my room door, I went in my bathroom, and I looked in the mirror and I cried and cried and cried. And I said, "You bigger than this. Like, get yourself together. Like, this ain't you. You ain't never been like this. So we gotta stick it out."
Most definitely.
And I called my dad and I said, "Daddy, I don't know what to do." And he said, "Listen, I'm going to be here regardless if I'm on earth or I'm not." So I'm like, okay. So, you know, me and my mom, we communicate. Like, that's my friend too, but my dad was my best friend. So it was like I can go to my dad before I went to my mom. So it was just like, how am I going to tell my mom? And my mom sees me physically because my dad is in Florida and, you know, me and my mom are in the same state. So I know it hurts my mom more. So it got to the point where I was like, okay, you got to be strong for both of y'all right now, because at the end of the day, she got to be there for the kids if you get sick. And it was just like a whole routine for everybody to learn. So then her and her sister, Karie, and her sister, they asked me one day, "Are you going to be okay?" And I said, "Yeah." And at the end of the day, between them and my kids, they make me strong. Like, I consider them my kids. Like, anybody will tell you, I don't consider them my nieces because I've raised them. So when they come to me, I just be like, what am I going to do? Like, I can't, you know, show them that I'm down or in pain, which sometimes it gets to the point where I want to cry because I'm in so much pain. And
What is the pain? Like,
Can I add some context?
Yeah.
Because I got little notes over here. Because it was hard for me to understand too. Like when she got diagnosed, where was I? Like, was I in college at the time?
You were in college.
So I'm in college at the time. I wasn't. We not even gonna get on that. But I was in college, and I just when I got back, it was hard for me to wrap my head around because I'm like, okay, I've never heard of lupus before. I'm like, is this genetic? Is it something that we all got? Because we got tested for it. We don't have it. We don't carry the trait. But it's basically
So it's a trait.
like sickle cell.
It does affect black women and even just any minority, Hispanic, anything brown really.
Okay.
It seems to attack us more at a higher rate, but we can also attribute that to the medical system and how they don't really listen to black people or minorities when they say their body's hurting. And because it's basically your immune system attacking itself.
Yeah.
So it doesn't know what's the threat. We have 3 lines of defense, and our immune system is an essential part of that. So when your body can't tell what's a threat, it don't know what to kill off. So any type of fluctuation in your day, somebody road rage, just you have to basically try to keep everything at a level that doesn't get too high, that you don't trigger a response from your body.
Okay.
So that's so hard for any doctor. That's why they give you all those medications, because they don't really know what's going on.
They just
And
hoping, really.
Yeah.
Think about it, doesn't really affect other demographics that much, so they don't really have an incentive to find a cure.
Exactly. Because they don't need the cure. They just need what can help the cure so they can keep getting you to getting that money from you.
All those medications come from big companies that are paying doctors to prescribe that medication.
Exactly.
So at that point, it's hard to trust.
Anybody.
I'm scared for her to trust the doctor sometimes. I'm looking at this medication. It's always okay. What this supposed to do? Because why you gotta inject something in your leg now?
Exactly.
Like, that's crazy. I do feel like when she changes certain things, when I see her separate from other stuff, like her leaving a job that I didn't like for her, I feel like she got happier. She
Cut the
could
stress
do more.
and stuff.
Yeah.
It's easier to do stuff
That affect like
because
a lupus
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I was I was at Walmart for 5 years, and
That can't be a stressful job.
Walmart is not.
Yes.
Listen, it's not for the weak at all. I promise you, it's not. And so it had got to the point where I was just like, I can't. Like I would drive in the parking lot and be depressed.
What you did?
And I'm just
Your
like,
position was?
front end manager, supervisor. Yeah.
You got to deal with all the cashiers calling in all the time.
Yeah. And you know, now they was up to minors, and they think just coming to work was a paycheck. It was just,
Yeah.
oh, I can come to work and I'm gonna get a paycheck. No, like when I tell you, I put in 14, 15 hours in one day.
Ooh.
Knowing that my body at the end of the day, I was gonna be like tired and weak, and I'm like, bro, how am I gonna do this? Then at one point, I was holding down 2 jobs.
So this is after you got diagnosed with lupus.
Yeah.
So that and they was allowing this.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Corporations just do not care about their employees.
I had got to the point where I was just like, I can't no more. Like, I got to give Walmart up because I'm not happy. I'm not in the comfortable space that I feel like I need to be in. And then it's like, you always gonna have somebody negative trying to beat you down. And it was just like, that's one thing you can't take from me as a mother. You not gonna take that title from me, period. I don't care how you look at it. I'm always go get for my kids regardless. And it was just like, I gotta give it up. And my supervisor she was just like, it is what it is, like whatever. And I told her at the end of the day, it ain't even about you. It's about the respect for myself.
Yes.
Because if I drop dead on this floor, y'all ain't gonna do nothing but take the next application and put it in my spot.
Exactly.
Exactly.
A man died at my job this year. While I was at work, work kept going.
That day.
That just is what it is.
Yeah, that's just the world we live in. Like, you know, before it used to be people had some kind of care or in the mindset. Now it's just like, oh, okay, we'll write y'all a little thank you card or this and this about
We'll show
my
it to the
condolences,
funeral.
and that's it. Maybe.
Yeah, that's it.
And oh, you're gonna put on a T-shirt or a sock or whatever the case may be, and move it. Tomorrow gonna be a new day.
That's why it's hard to give a job your all because I love me. And
Yeah.
I know, like, I gotta put me first, and like how I feel mentally and physically is the way I'm gonna live the longest life I can live.
Yeah.
I can't give all.
No,
to a
because like I
job.
say, you posted on your Facebook. You said investing in your kids feels amazing. And like I said, that's what the thing of life about life.
Yes.
I love like doing what for others that love you, and not for things that just don't care about you.
Yeah, because my grandmother always taught me, you can have $1 million, and if you croak over tomorrow, what are you gonna do with it? You can't take it with you.
Nope.
So I just tell people all the time, like, think about that. It's a lot of people out here who have it way worse than what we got, because I've seen just kids who parents don't even care. Like, they go to school any kind of way. They just
Hair nappy.
throw them to the. It's like you throwing your child to the wolves. And me personally, I would give anybody the shirt off my back. But once you cross me, and I don't care if family, friends, associates, whatever. Once you cross me, that's it.
Especially
because-
in a disrespectful way.
It's levels to crossing you, right?
Yeah, it's very much so levels to crossing me, because I've had, and before I got diagnosed, I've had people, take from me, and I just be like, oh, it's okay. That's my friend. But then I had to think, like, your friends don't do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Your friends stick it out with you and ride or die or whatever you want to call it. Like, I tell people all the time, like, stop throwing that friend title around like it's just a little loose chain. And I tell my kids that, like, everybody not your friend.
Oh yeah.
You
Some people
can,
there for the season.
yeah, you got people who there there can be a branch on the tree, and as soon as it break, they gone. So I tell people all the time, like, friends is something that I take deep. And when I take it deep, I take friends as in family. Like, a lot of my homegirls will tell you, they done been to my house, my mama house, they done ate with us, they kids done play with my kids, and that's another thing. Like, if me and my homegirls are friends or best friends get into it, my kids don't have nothing to do with that.
I know that's right.
So that's still your aunt or whatever you want to call her. That's a title that you always gonna have. And some people be like, why you think like that. I think like that because my kids are blessed to have the people they have in their life.
Yep.
And everybody be like, that ain't how it's supposed to be. That is how it's supposed to be, because when I cut myself and a white man or a white woman cut themselves, we all bleed the same.
Same.
So what's the point of me being mad because this person don't like me or that person don't like me? And I tell people all the time, that's fine. You don't have to like me, but you gonna respect me.
Off top.
That's what it's gonna be, because if you don't have respect, you ain't got nothing. It's basically like I'm dirt to you.
But it's hard, like say that you got to give respect to get it, but it's hard for people to give respect to people that they don't really know. Like you just talking about with the business and whatever. Like,
But let me tell you something about that. You can. That's just like how we met or whatever. Y'all didn't know me, I didn't know y'all. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, okay, I'm sticking my foot out there. I'm sticking my neck out there. You got some people who think because they hear that they don't have to come down here at any point.
Yeah, I hate that.
And
big league and stuff.
Yeah, just because you in the big league don't mean that you wasn't never in the mud.
Exactly.
Because when I tell y'all, I done got it out the mud. I done been around things at the ages that I be like, damn, I don't even think I was supposed to see that, or I don't even think I was supposed to know about that.
Shouldn't.
And it was just like, okay, you got to figure it out. And me personally, I figured it out young, and it was hard at first because I'm like, bro, I ain't supposed to be living like this. I done some things.
Yeah, you said you had to grow up fast.
I did.
Some things.
I done some.
She over there thinking about them things she done done. You might have been going to give us a scenario.
Listen.
You was out there in the Floridas.
My mama, and I'm going to quote it just how she said it to me. My mama said, you got to stop doing this. I said, doing what? What am I doing? She said, every day is one different. I said, Mom, I ain't telling these men to give me nothing, and I ain't doing nothing to get it from them.
Uh-huh.
So what they choose to give me is on them. I was driving different cars. Ain't had not one liquor license in the world to save a soul. But hey.
Well, teach the women how you do that, because I know women would love to know how to get it like that. I want to know.
Everybody can't do it, though.
Everybody can't do it.
Everybody's not built the same, because you got some women out here who feel like.
Yeah, teach me, because I'm single right now, so I need to learn how to find the right woman. You know, teach me.
Communication.
Yeah, but it's hard to communicate.
How about
because they don't comprehend. You know, like I might say something, they might not understand it the way I communicate, which may be my problem.
That's the thing. Like, country boys communicate, and I'm not saying it's something wrong with country boys.
You ain't country?
No, I'm a city girl.
Oh, West Palm Beach.
I'm a city girl.
Yeah,
city girl.
Yeah.
JT, do you love me?
So, y'all communicate different from us. Like, they tell me all the time, you need to find somebody who like you, who mindset like yours. And I'm just like, well, how's my mindset? And they tell me, they show me every time, like, your mindset is too high for a lot of people that you've dealt with.
Yeah.
And I don't like to look at it like that, because I don't want to feel like I'm better than nobody. But when I tell y'all I've had nothing, sometimes I had to figure out how me and my kids was going to eat and, different stuff like that. But I did it.
It's part of the journey.
But it's like, think about why that's why they got VIP for, because people want to feel like they better than people. So like,
no.
What I'm saying is that you ain't gotta feel like you better than people. Like sometimes you are a little bit higher if you working harder.
Yeah.
If you putting in more work than people, then you should be getting the better. Whatever.
But some people take VIP to the mindset of they feel like they just that bitch or that nigga.
In all aspects of life, where like just because like you in that status in life, you're not better than nobody.
You not.
Yeah, I believe that most definitely. Like you said, like I don't think I'm better than anybody, but I do feel like the work I'm putting in, it does require more respect than just a regular person, because like they ain't doing what I'm doing every day just to make my life go the way I go.
They not.
So like you can't. I got more respect than somebody else that ain't doing nothing on their regular week basis. They just sitting at the crib just chilling.
Yeah.
So that's what.
Because you got people out here who sit home every day, 24/7, and then I'm like, how? Like,
ain't
what do
no
you
motion.
get? Like, what? Yeah, what are you getting out of that? Because I've been I've had to be home, y'all. Um, After I had surgery one time, I had to sit home for 6 weeks. And when I tell y'all, I went crazy. Like,
The claustrophobic in the house, the
how-
wall caving in.
yeah, I'm looking at the same four walls. I done cleaned this spot 6, 7 times in one day. Like, what else can I do? Like, at this point, what else can I do? So at that time, I started my first business. Didn't have a business plan. Didn't I didn't have no conversation with nobody, no nothing. Like, it was what it was. I just took my little $87.23.
So what was the first business you started?
It's called the Heal World.
I know you got a cleaning business, right?
Yeah.
So
I have a cleaning business, but I started that this year.
Okay.
And then I have a nail business.
Okay.
So when I started my business, I didn't know nothing. No marketing, no business plan. I hadn't talked to no investors, no nothing. I just took my little money. I said, I'm going to figure out what I can do. And I did it. And then it went from there. And then I started adding purses and bonnets and do-rags, and it just continued to grow. And I'm like, dang, like, you ain't had when I tell you I had no business partner, no nothing, like,
Just doing it yourself.
I just did it myself.
How did you learn? YouTube?
No, I just was like,
Trial and error.
that's what it was, trial and error. Like, growing up, well, in high school, I liked to wear high heels a lot. So it was just like, dang, maybe I can invest in it. Maybe
Fast, well, man. High school, you want to wear high heels? A lot?
Yeah,
High school.
so I'm just like, bruh, what can I do? So I finally I stuck my neck out there. I didn't tell nobody. When I say nobody, nobody knew nothing. And I finally did it. And when I did it, I was like, dang, well, I flipped that little money. So let me go and, buy something else and see what I could do with that. And then it was just like, okay, I can do this. This is something I can do. This is something I can get into. And I've been doing it for almost 4 years. So it's like
Consistent.
Yeah, it's basically, at that time it was my job because I was stuck in the house for 6 weeks.
Uh-huh.
I had to find an income.
You had to do something.
I had to. Like, I couldn't just sit in the house and just wait and wait and wait. Because then when my 6 weeks up, I really didn't know, am I going to be able to go back to work? Am I not going to be able to go back to work? Like, what am I going to do here? So
Does lupus make you have a lot of surgeries?
I've had 1, 2, 3.
3? That's a lot. I mean, even one surgery is a lot. So.
Yeah, I've had 2 lung surgeries. Both of my
Lung?
lungs. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So it affects your lungs?
Yeah. So I've had fluid on both of my lungs. The right side, I've had at least a liter of fluid on my lung.
So you can't breathe in the same way you used to, not the same like oxygen capacity.
No. Like, probably about 2 years ago, my kids used to be like, Mom, why are you breathing like that? Like you out of breath. Like you been running. And I'm like, what is y'all talking about? So then I started noticing it myself. Like, I'll be taking deeper breaths and things like that. And I was just like, is this affecting me to the point where I'm not going to be able to breathe on my own at one point? Like, your mind, it's basically like a mind thing. Like, it starts playing with your emotions and how you think about certain things now. So I would sit and be like, dang, I've had two lung surgeries. And when I say lung, like, I've been in ICU.
That's scary to even think about it, because like, I never been in the hospital before. Like, I had surgery on my hand, but it wasn't my lungs. So
I woke up, my very first surgery. I'm gonna tell y'all about it because it was actually funny.
What about laughing gas? You like that? It feel good, right?
I didn't have laughing gas.
They just put you straight to sleep.
They
had to.
I had an anesthesiologist, and she told me to count to 5.
Exactly, but I'm saying they gave me drops and they put some on my nose. She like count to 9. I don't remember 9. I remember 10.
I remember
like,
2.
Sleep.
I remember 2, and then when I woke up, I was in the room, and I remember like in ICU is just very little, it ain't too big. So I remember looking at the board and reading like the doctor's name, the nurse tech, and your diet, and it said liquid. I pushed the button, the little nurse button, and I said, y'all got the wrong patient. And she said, no, Miss Adams, we don't. I said, yes, you do, because they say liquid. She said, oh, well, we got to make sure you're able to, take down liquids before we give you solid foods. So, the little hospital cup they give you.
They was feeding you?
No, the only thing I had after surgery was liquids.
Out the IV or just drinking?
Out of
Just
straw.
drinking out of the straw. So I took that cup and I sipped it. And I said, well, I can take liquids, so I need some food.
Need something to eat.
And she said, no, we can't. And I said, listen. I said, by the time I close my eyes and wake back up, I need a tray in front of me. And she was like, yeah, because I hadn't ate the day before. I hadn't ate. And I'm like, bro, I'm hungry. I got to eat something. Y'all, it was, ICU I'm telling you, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't even like going to see patients in ICU because, like, unfortunately, my niece died a couple weeks ago or whatever, and she was in ICU for a long time, and I never went to the hospital to see her because, like, you don't want to see nobody in that state. I never want to see, like, my homeboy, like, Drew. He had got, I don't know if you know Andrew West.
I know Andrew.
Yeah, when he had got shot or whatever, like, that's the last person I ever went to go see in the hospital in ICU because I don't even like seeing that. You don't want that vision in your head.
Let me tell you, it traumatized my kids because only 2 of my kids were old enough to come and see me. So my other 2, they were young. So my son was screaming, like, I want my mama, I want my mama. And so the nurse was like, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. And when I tell y'all, that felt like the best 5 minutes in the world to see my kids. Like, I didn't care who came and see me after that. It was what it was.
Happy.
Like, I seen my son walk in that room and he sat on the bed and he said, you gonna be okay? And I just, I was high off the medication. And I said, yeah, mama gonna be fine.
How old was he at that time?
He was 5.
Okay. So he was like young, but he understood what
he understood that I didn't feel well.
well,
That's the only words we would give him at the time. And my older 2, they knew what was going on, but they didn't actually know the steps of how they know now. Like back then, they just knew, oh, mama don't feel well. She's going through some situations and she'll be fixed soon. So it was just like a process for me, my kids, my whole family at that point, because I was just thinking to myself, like, what did I do to get here?
I know, right? Like, what did?
But you say it's just
Tickle said
it's something inside you though, right? So it's like now you can.
It's something inside of you that just triggers it, because when I started off, it was I got up at the regular routine. You get up in the middle of the night and you go to the bathroom, and when I got ready to get up, the whole right side was dead.
That's wild.
I know that's so scary to think about it.
I couldn't move nothing. Like, when I tell you I couldn't reach my hand to grab this mic, I couldn't nothing. So it was just like, what is the process, or what is the things that I got to do to feel better? And it was just like, at the time, I just had to go with the flow. And the flow was, God was telling me that it's time to slow down. Because I was doing a lot, partying and going out.
Do you miss it?
No.
You don't miss going out to the club a little bit?
I don't.
Being in the little streets?
We still go out sometimes.
We go out sometimes, but like now you gotta like sometimes they have to beg me. You don't want to go out?
Where y'all be at?
And I be in the metro.
Oh, in the metro, downtown.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm being in the metro. What? That's nice though. But tell me this: are you in any groups? Like, do you talk to any people that have lupus?
I have, and I told them earlier. I called them today because I was like, "Dang, I forgot to mention. I'm gonna be on a podcast." And I have 3 amazing lupus sisters. 2 of them, I have been in connection with them for about 5 years now. Yeah, 5 years now. And we all go through different things, different days, and we learn from each other. And I met one girl this last year. I met her, and she's out of Greenwood. My other two sisters, one is from Louisiana,
Okay.
and one is from Seneca, South Carolina.
Seneca. I heard of that place before.
It's
I
near
don't know where it's
Clemson.
at.
It's
Okay.
near Clemson. Go
John, you know where it's
Tigers.
at?
Go Tigers.
Yeah,
But
you know that.
Ooh.
You a Clemson fan?
no.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I'm a Clemson fan. Not a
No,
game.
you're
Not a
not.
Gamecock.
Not a
Okay,
chick.
okay.
Not
yeah.
a not a Gamecock.
I'm a Florida State fan. We're in football.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Okay. But like I think like our cousin Belinda, I think she has lupus.
Belinda Hill. Yeah.
Yes, and
I've been on Belinda for some years. Well, I actually reached out Belinda maybe 6 years ago, and we communicate and we talk and we compare things and things like that, because you have it affects the inner side, and then you have the outer side. And the outer side is more of if you ever like look it up, you get like a butterfly rash, and it actually really looks like a butterfly. And a lot of people be like, that don't bother you. And at first I did have it, like you can tell on
I
blocks,
don't see it.
but like certain things like within here, it's kind of darker on my face. So it affects like your skin. So a lot of people be like, that don't bother you. It did. I had an insecurity thing, like, am I gonna ever fall in love kind of thing? Am I ever gonna do this? Or am I ever gonna be pretty enough? And people used to be like, you so pretty. And I'd be like, where y'all see it at?
that's why I was watching your Snapchat before I even knew who you were or whatever, and you were doing a face routine or whatever, and you put some Vaseline on your face. You had that face so shiny, but your skin looks so clear though.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
skin is clear.
So
I
how-
need
what
to
is
work
your
on my
routine?
skin. I just posted it on my Snap the other day. Matter of fact, I need a skincare routine.
What it is?
My routine is actually, I honestly, like that mask you seen on my Snap, it come from Dollar Tree.
Okay.
Not even gonna lie to you. It comes straight from Dollar Tree. I use that, and it has olive oil, or whatever it's called. It got that in it. It got the charcoal stuff in it. And I just put it on my face, and I use the little roller
Okay.
and massage it in my skin. I've learned this about 3 years ago. You put Vaseline, and that's why you seen it on Snap. You only put Vaseline on your face at nighttime. Don't do it in a day, because the sun drains it, the moisture out. So I do that at least twice a week, maybe sometimes 3 times a week. And then don't put scented lotions on your face.
I use cocoa butter.
And so how you wash your face? You wash your face with warm water or cold water?
Cold water, and I got some like face scrub stuff.
What?
And I got like some dark eyes.
water to
Some
wash
dark
your face.
eyes.
I use like a little brush. I got a little mechanical brush with a battery in it. And
Oh,
I
yeah,
put like
yeah.
some
I
charcoal
need some
stuff on
good
my
stuff.
face, and then just.
We used to get Proactive when we was kids, but they ain't work either. I feel like Proactive maybe like more for like white folks.
Yeah.
So you need something more tailored to like African American, not
Yeah.
African American, but Black American skin or whatever.
Yeah. So that's what I started using, because at first my skin was breaking out because my body was going through the change with the lupus and stuff like that. So I was just like, man, what am I going to find for my skin? So then I started, trying everything, trying this and trying that, but it was drying my face out. So then I started using the little mask and the roller, and that's what I've been doing.
Okay.
Yeah, your
And
skin like smooth.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see not one blemish over there. I'm hating.
Yours is
Ah.
good.
Get a
Well-
vitamin C serum.
yeah,
C
and
serum.
Vitamin
yeah.
C serum.
Yeah,
I might have to
need
look
some
that up.
like-
No, you ain't got to look it up. Guess
And
where
how
you get it
you
from?
rub stuff in matters.
Yeah.
So don't
Rotation.
rub down, rub up on your cheekbone.
Yeah.
All right.
The way you want it to dry, so to tighten it down.
Yeah, he got my
Gotcha.
cheekbones like.
But shout out to I want to shout because Paula Rich, she's from my hometown. I think she has
Yeah,
lupus
classmate.
also.
Yeah, that's
Shout
my
out to her.
girl.
Okay,
That's
she
that's
had-
my sister.
yeah.
Like
Shout out to Paula.
we
man.
talk a lot. She and a lot of people ask me, why are you so voiced about it and why are you so this? And it's because South Carolina, I feel like I can go on the internet and find voices for every other state but South Carolina.
Exactly.
So I feel like I got to put my foot out there and I got to figure out something, because if I don't, I feel like nobody will.
Exactly.
And then, of course, being from a small town, people from Leesville, like, that's a small town. A lot of people be like, where is that? Like,
Exactly.
what is close by? So you have to start naming places for them to understand where
Columbia.
it's from.
Baseburg.
You got to set up a Columbia.
Yeah, so I'm just like, okay. So when I started reaching out to people, a lot of people was, push offish about it, like, I don't know, or their confidence wasn't just there yet. They wasn't ready. Because I used to be in a big group on Facebook, and we all used to talk, communicate, ask questions, and talk about different stuff in our lifestyles. And one day I got up, and I promise y'all, this girl was the prettiest girl you probably could think of. She could actually be an Instagram model. She had, like, it got to her mind, and she committed suicide.
Oh, having lupus.
Yeah.
Well, because she felt like she couldn't live no further with it.
And a lot of people feel like once they get in that mindset, they feel like their mind is controlled. Like, that's just how it is. And a support system makes a difference too.
But lupus is not a death sentence, though, is it? As long as you do the right things about it, you can just live your life.
Not necessarily. Not because once your body start going through all the poking and pulling and this and that it's not used to, it kind of wears down. So, like, how I've had surgeries and how I've had all these tests ran through me, radiology and this, that, and the third. It's like you gotta understand that your mind is now at this point, it's a mind control thing. So she basically had done given up.
Yeah.
So it was just like, dang, like, we was just talking and we was just laughing and conversating, and now you just
Gave up.
Gave
I'm
up.
sure lupus gives a lot of turbulence. So, like I said, you got to push through that turbulence.
oh yeah, y'all, it's days where I can't get out the bed.
They call it flares, right?
Yeah, they call flare ups, and I could, like, today I could be fine and perfect, and then you could text me tomorrow and be like, "How you doing today?" "Oh, I ain't feeling too good." Or the weather plays a part too, because how it goes from hot to cold. And I just recently had an episode, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I was driving a normal day, driving my kids to school, dropping them off, and going to work. And I passed out driving.
Oh man, driving.
Yeah, like I blacked out. Like,
And so, what happened after that?
I like how my kids' school is, like, they were still going to school in Lexington. And so I was driving them to school every day. So I would go to the Murphy's gas station right there off of number 1, I think.
58.
Yeah. And I said I wasn't gonna go that morning. I said, no, I'm gonna just go straight to work. And next thing you know, I pulled in the gas station, I put the car in park. And this lady, mind you, never met this lady, never nothing, conversation, no nothing. She knocked on my window. She said, "Are you okay?" And I remember, like, the blare of her, but I don't even remember parking my car.
What the world?
So I got rushed to the hospital, and they thought I had a blood clot. So they ran all the tests and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, bro, it could have been a lot worse if I was on the interstate.
What?
Yes.
But like God, he with you because like he got you able to park somewhere and then have that.
And
situation.
it was just like, I called them and I was just like, I need y'all to go get my car. And they was like, where your car at? And I was like, I think it's at the urgent care. And they was like, huh? And I was like, yeah, it's at the urgent care. Which at that time it was, because I'm just like, I don't remember even going, to urgent care and stuff like that. So they went and got my car, and they called me and said, are they keeping you? Because I never know if they gonna keep me, if I'm gonna stay 6 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours. I never know. And I said, no, I think they're gonna send me home. And I went home and I rest. And I just, some days I have to fight because I'm just like, I can't stay in this bed all day. I can't just act living. I just can't act like. So my kids try, they teenagers, so they try, but I still got to be a mom. So a lot of people be like, why you don't tell me when you go to the hospital? And I got a good support system. I do. I honestly do. Like, I got some people who reach out to me and be like, you okay today? You all right? And I just be like, man, like, I got it good because I know some girls that's in that group that I'm on, they have no support system.
No support.
Yeah, just dealing with it.
And I'm just like, I'm thankful because I just, my cousin, my sister, the other, probably about 3 weeks ago, me and my sister, we talk a lot. We talk about everything. And she said, I want to tell you something. And I was like, what? What? She was like, I'm proud of you. Like, you fought so many battles within the years that you've been going through this. And I said, really? She was like, you the best little sister in the world.
Oh, that's so nice.
So, y'all, I'm riding down the road. I thought I done won $1 million at this point because my sister done told me that, it's things that she wish she had. My sister is 48, and she tell me all the time, it's things she want to do that I'm doing that she ain't even thought about doing yet. So I'm just like, bruh, that make me feel like
you doing something right.
I'm doing a whole lot. And I tell people all the time, I wear a lot on my shoulders. Like, you will never know if I'm having an actual good day or a bad day, because I'll never show you that. I'll never show you that I'm facing pain. I'll never show you that I'm just that kind of person who don't care. Because it's not me. Like, my grandmother's never taught me to be that person.
Yeah, not a complainer.
Yeah, I'm just like, I got this.
Deal with it.
Yeah, I just put my clothes on. You know how you get up in the morning like, damn, I gotta go to this job again today.
Here we go again.
That's how I am. That's how I am. So it's just like, I fight it and I keep it moving. So about 5 years now, 6 years, it may be 5. I started like celebrating.
We're celebrating.
Just being like another year of fighting. So the first year, it was just my family, like my mom, my brother-in-law, my sister, my brothers, my kids, my nieces, nephews. We did it at my mom's house. I know Jeremy will be hearing us in the backyard making
Yeah.
You don't never go over there, Jeremy?
I told him.
They ain't never invited you?
Yeah, you don't even hear it, do you?
I mean, it is what it,
He got all them kids over there too, so y'all
Right.
hear
I
a
know.
lot of us.
I know you
all
got
the world, man.
So we just, at first it was just like a little celebration thing. Like, I was just like, I done fought this fight, this year, so I got to continue. So I try to do it every year. And even with COVID came, I still was doing it. So this year I didn't. And y'all,
This year.
Yeah.
when I tell y'all, it's so many people that have asked me, like, why you ain't do an event this year? Like, what's going on? And I'm just like, dang. Like, y'all really be noticing? Like,
Make sure you invite us when you do the event.
People care about you.
So I'm glad we got to that. So 2023,
Let's make it happen.
I got a Lupus sneaker ball.
Okay.
What's a sneaker ball?
You ain't never seen a sneaker ball?
They be wearing nice sneakers.
Black tie, but everybody wears sneakers.
Yeah, like,
Ooh, y'all know we like to dress up.
yeah. So as you can see on my shirt,
$1,000 though for y'all. Dressing.
as you see on my shirt, the color is purple. That's Lupus Awareness is purple.
Okay.
So I'm doing 32 shades of Kieran Lupus. And you can wear any shade of purple.
Ooh.
The boy be killing that lavender.
Ooh.
So y'all, when I tell y'all this gonna be a turn up of a nice event,
Yeah.
Yes.
I got family from North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Louisiana,
Okay.
Florida.
Pulling up.
Don't
We
make
gonna
us.
be able to build it.
Hey, Twin Shots Productions can make it a whole event because like we can record it, take pictures, make it look
Y'all,
great.
and
It's like,
I'm blessed for the building that I got, because I was looking at like 4 different places, and everybody wanted like 1,800 and 1,200, and I'm just like, dang, because I fund everything out of my pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything that I've done, I funded it out of my pocket. So I'm like, bruh, I gotta find a building that's comfortable and nice. And I don't know if y'all ever heard of the Lake House in Columbia.
I had what is in downtown?
No, it's Wilson Road. I have to, you know, send y'all the stuff.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be at the Lake House. And when I tell y'all I got this building for the grace of God, like I'm just like, bro, like this is crazy. So we doing 32 shades.
That's so cool. Like you have to do events. Like you should. Like I say, that's why you the Lupus warrior. You bringing awareness to.
Where did that name come from? You created it?
I actually just was like, that's just gonna be my name.
That's just who I am.
That's what it is.
It's dope. It's like catchy. I like that.
Yeah.
And everybody like, oh, you know, we didn't know that you had it. Or, you know, I done had family members that talk about me. I done had friends that talk about me. I done lost friends within the process. And at first it hurted because I was just like, dang, I thought you was supposed to be my friend. Like, we supposed to be there through thick and thin. And, you know.
Mm-hmm. It just ain't like that. Though.
It ain't like that. Mm-mm. It ain't. And I, you know, my best friend, I got 3 best friends. And all of my best friends, I'm telling you, when I say I can go to the hospital and they there. They calling, texting, what's going on, what you need, and I'm just like, dang, like you got some people who don't even have none of this.
They don't have one. They don't have nobody.
And my god brother, I gotta say his name. Y'all might know him, Robbie Baston.
Yeah, we know Robbie.
Man, we fuck with Robbie.
That's my boy. That's my brother. That's my
dude.
Yeah. His mom, like his dad, like you know, his dad is in the service.
Mm-hmm.
So when I had my very
Robbie
first,
is too, ain't it?
yeah,
I was about to say he was in the band or the JRTC. He was in one of those two.
he in the Marines.
Okay.
So his dad was home the first time I had surgery, and I remember him coming in the room, and he said, "You okay?" I said, "No," and he seen the tear, like you know how you got that little tear come out the side, and I was trying to hold it, like I ain't want him to see me cry, but he said, "We got this. We finna get this," and I said, "Really?" And he said, "If I don't tell you, nobody else ain't gonna tell you." And when I tell y'all, I see my goddaddy probably maybe 2 times out of the year. That felt like the best words in the world. Because, you know, my dad is 8 hours away, so he can't just pick up and come and things like that. So it was just like he's the next best thing to my dad. So I felt like I'm good.
Yeah.
I got it. It is what it is. I've had IVs in my neck. Y'all, it's been times where I just be like, man, I look at pictures and I cry, but it's not sad tears. It's like you beat it this go round, you can beat it again. So I tell people all the time, like you gotta pick it up and you gotta figure it out, because if you don't, nobody else will.
Oh yeah, I mean it's your life thing if you have it or whatever. Cause I think in my head I can understand why people kind of give up though. Cause like you keep saying like all the things you just have to go through and like you pay like that. I'm going to the hospital again. I get an IV in my neck.
I done been to the first year I got diagnosed. I was in the hospital. I had done been to the ER 17 times.
Oh God.
And it had got so bad when I would walk in the door, they would just know like, what's wrong, Miss Adams? What's going on? And it's, you know, at first I'm just like, I don't know. Like, it's just something new that's hurting. It's just something new that's going on.
So what's the pain like? Inflammatory? Like say it's like swollen. You feel, you know?
It's an aching pain.
Okay.
It's basically like cramps that will never go away.
Oh. Okay.
So it's like my hands, they ache. My legs don't hurt as bad, but they do sometimes. Like they get numb to where they're like asleep, like you. So I'm just like, bruh, I just never thought I would feel this kind of pain.
Yeah.
But I feel it, and then
It's just everyday pain.
No, it ain't every day because I can get up and I can clean the whole house and be fine. And then I could try to do the same thing again the next day. It ain't gonna happen.
Like, no,
So
not
it's
today.
random.
Yeah, it's just random. It pick and chooses my good days or bad days. So I can be straight for a whole week. And then the next week,
So
got it in me.
when did you regain your feeling in your right side after you said you was first?
it probably was maybe like a month and a half.
So you was paralyzed on your right side for a whole month and a half.
It felt like a whole month and a half because it was like my mind and my body was still not communicating right.
So you was thinking it in your head, but
Yeah.
it wasn't working.
It wasn't. It just
Not
wasn't.
even like a finger moving.
Yeah,
Dang, you couldn't even stick a bird.
I couldn't cuss people out how I really wanted to cuss people out because in my mind I'm thinking I should be rude and nasty back, but then my body is like, no, that's not what we gonna do.
Yeah.
So it's just like, dang, like how do I
That's too much
process
energy
this?
for other people anyway. You
Yeah,
don't
it's
give them
just
the energy.
it's just way too much because everybody, and that's like you said, everybody mindset ain't the same. So I tell people all the time, like, you can't cut me no worse than I already been cut.
I already been
Because-
broke. You can't tell me how being broke feel. I've been broke.
Yeah, I done been broke. I done seen my mom and daddy broke. I done seen my grandma raise kids in the house that I'm just like, dang, how she do it? So it's just like now can't nobody. I feel like nobody can't break me but me.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, you control your life, but do you have a partner in crime in your life?
Do I have a partner in crime in my life?
As in a man, aka.
I don't. At the moment, I don't.
So, but would you like to have a partner in your life?
I would, but I'm gonna say this because it's hard, and I've learned this from my guy best friend.
Guy best friend.
Yeah, we've never took it there, but let's make that clear. We've never took it there.
We don't believe you can have
Y'all
guy-
don't believe in platonic?
You can. You can have guys and girls can be friends.
Do you believe the dude would not sleep with you under any circumstance? If you were like, yeah, I'll sleep with you, would he sleep with you?
I don't know.
Y'all not platonic.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I'm gonna say that because we've never had like being around each other. It's just like my homie. Like
Yeah.
I know the females you done dealt with, so I would never take it there with you because
Or the female you done dealt
I
with.
know the females you done dealt with, and you know the guys that I've dealt with. So,
But he's still like,
Hey,
well, you know, men don't care. Y'all
Yeah,
men
that's
just be
it.
like whatever. It is
that's
what
why
it
I'm saying
is.
it can't really be a guy best friend. Like, if I had a woman, she can't be saying she got a guy best friend. I'm
Why
your guy best
though?
friend, huh? Because I'm her guy best friend. Because like,
But that's not
would
how it-
look if she go out to date, go on a date with another dude, and that's my girl. It gonna look like she on a date with another dude. And
No, see-
perception is reality.
They should not be out together.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one thing. But the thing about it is so that's just like my guy best friend. We grew up together. Like when I tell you grew up together, like we grew up
Sandbox.
together. Yeah. So when I tell you I done seen this man do some things that I just be like, nigga, that is not how you supposed to
But
know.
that's how y'all building the bond right now.
But see, I can't, and me personally, I'm the kind of person, I can't, if I done seen you do that and I done seen you dog women out, and I can't take it there with you.
They say women like dudes like that though, cause they feel like they can train them.
I don't want to train a man.
I don't doubt that one.
You want a
They say women
ready-made?
I don't want them ready made. Let me tell you something. That's just like I tell people. Y'all was raised by your mom and dad. Or
My mama.
okay, by your mom. But y'all learn how to love a woman from your mother, am I right? Okay. So that's just like how I told y'all, my dad is my best friend. I learned how to love a guy from him. So I know there's a guy can talk you a million miles a minute.
Yes.
Okay. But a woman can talk a man twice that.
Yes.
I promise you.
Yeah.
because
Y'all get what y'all want, really.
women, it's a lot of women who can get what they want without sleeping with somebody. But
Yeah.
some women just think with their legs.
That's how you win too.
No, that's not how you win. That's
No, I'm saying.
not. No, because I have been in a relationship, and I'm not even telling you a lie. 10 years older than me. I was like, what am I doing here? Like, this
blue
is not
chew.
me. I'm not supposed to be doing this. This is no. And I
10
was
years
just
ain't
like,
that long. Ain't that old if you like 50 though, or like 60. But if you 20, the 10 years is a big difference.
to me at the time, because I'd never been, in that kind of relationship. So it was just like, wow, like, what am I going to do? So then, as a matter of fact, I was dealing with him when I got diagnosed and stuff. And he helped me come out that shell of being in hibernation.
Okay.
Like, he pulled up to my house and was like, we finna go out. We finna hang out, do something. And we didn't do nothing but ride around. That was it. We didn't do nothing. We didn't go in no club. We didn't do nothing. So when people be like, oh, guys and girls can't be best friends and this, you can. It's basically like we going back to a mindset. It got to be a mindset thing, because me and my guy best friend, we talk about everything. Like, this man will tell me if I'm right or wrong, you shouldn't do that. Because when I got diagnosed, I wasn't going to tell my kid's dad. I wasn't. I was being selfish. Like, I wasn't. I was like, man, I can't stand these niggas. What the fuck am I telling them for? Like,
Yeah, but
They need to know.
it was and that goes back to just me having respect, because I just felt like they hadn't raised my kids, so why should I tell them? But it goes back to being selfish towards my kids. So I can't be selfish towards my kids, because now if something serious was to happen, then what am I to do?
Exactly. Your kids gonna need their dad
Yeah.
even more. They gonna have to step up. If something
So
was
I'm
to
just like, maybe this a wise, the ones that ain't there really up. And my oldest, her dad, it wised up, because I found out later that his niece actually has the same thing. So it kind of wised him up, like, dang,
That's what she going through.
that, you know what I'm saying? This is something I gotta, I gotta pick up and figure out. Which, I mean, he still, to this day, does what he wants to do, because that's what a man does. But
yeah, pursue his passion. So we ask this question on the podcast every week. We're gonna ask both of y'all. So, who was your high school crush?
oh God, my high school crush.
You had that many of?
I don't know. Let me think. My high school. Well, I didn't go to high school here in South Carolina.
Yes.
I went to
Who
school
was in
else.
Florida then?
Ooh.
Hey.
It was this guy named Kevin.
Kevin. Okay.
Kevin.
Kev.
And
Kev.
we actually still friends. Like, we friends on social media. And
Oh, that's your guy best friend.
that's not my guy best friend. That's not. That's not my guy best friend. And we still like keep in touch, like, hey, what's up, and stuff like that. And then
So were y'all ever like item or anything, or it just was?
It was
somebody
Puppy
you had a crush on?
Love.
Okay, yeah, just crush.
you
on.
remember that song?
Bow
Wow.
Yeah,
Just
Puppy Love. Yeah.
Walk on, baby. Walk
That's
on,
what it
walk
was. It
on.
was,
Hey.
do you like me? Check yes or no.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Like, we laugh about it now.
Yeah, I
we
know,
do,
right?
because he like, dang, we grown with kids, and maybe we could have had kids again. I'm boy, no.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
That's your guy best friend right there.
No,
Still
we-
Yeah, he trying to spit that block.
waiting.
No,
waiting his
but
turn.
see, I told him no, because he back home living his life, and it's the street life.
Oh yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I
Not
can't.
D, not a
I'm
squad
a
22.
square when it comes to the street life.
Yeah, I can't.
So
I
Karie.
mean,
Oh, y'all gonna be real disappointed. I went to Gilbert, so I didn't have any.
Yeah.
Listen, all the black people wasn't. They was more like bros. It was weird. I don't know
They
everything
do say
about
that
y'all.
at Gilbert though, cause like everybody can. So
Or either they all wanted white girls. with
yeah, all of them.
Mustangs.
They love white girls at Gilbert. They love
And
white
they
girls.
do.
Yeah, I went to prom by myself.
Yeah, I went to prom by myself also.
Coon ass niggas.
That's a lot of them in Gilbert.
Oh,
So I
wow.
play-
She ain't hear it.
She didn't hear right there.
So you, no question. So you went to Gilbert.
So you ain't have no question, no other school or anything. You ain't see no dude
I
out
mean,
here in
I
the
saw
world.
people, but I hated high school. Like, imagine going to Batesburg all the way up to middle school, and we
Yeah.
all bad at we everybody loved because I
Yeah.
ran varsity track in 7th grade all the way up until
What you ran?
everything
Like the
in 7th
400.
grade, but mainly 400, 4x4. I didn't do hurdles and stuff until Gilbert, but I mainly did high jump in Gilbert, and then
So you left Batesburg, then went to Gilbert.
yes.
Oh, so you graduated from Gilbert.
Yes.
You had
Oh my
had-
gosh, it was terrible. I mean, great
I can only
education.
imagine.
Great education.
Yeah, great education, but like as for like the school like demographic, it's so different from Batesburg. Like
So different. So
I hate.
different.
Well,
I didn't go to
y'all
HBCU.
schools here, period, are different to me because I was raised on like AB block, and y'all see how y'all looking at me
we got
like
a 4x4 right here.
4x4. They talk about track. You talk about
no, we're talking about like school.
No, I'm saying 4x4 blocks in school. Like every semester you have 4 different classes.
No, that's not how it was for us.
Oh.
So when we had A day, so you would have A day on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then you would have B day on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then the next week it would flip.
That's too confusing.
That's kind of like
No, it's
college, though,
not.
right? Kind of like college.
It
College
kind of
ain't like
is.
that.
Yeah. You have your class on Monday, Wednesday, and you have your class on Tuesday.
Oh, but
Thursday.
so you can have longer classes on like Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
I got you.
So it's like, to me, I was comfortable with it. So when my kids moved here, they was like, Mom, we got to go to school like this. And I'm like, what is that?
What is this?
What is that? Like, and they be like, we just take 7 classes all day,
That's how middle school was for us.
Yeah.
Yep, 7 classes. Yep, we did like probably like a 45 minutes to an hour in every class. So
Yeah, I'm like, no, that's not how you're supposed to do it. So like, my mom was like, they different here. And I'm like, I see.
I see.
Gilbert did block, I think.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were
the
block.
4x4
We had a
block.
lot of stuff. Like I took piano.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I wish I
Gilbert,
want to learn the
fashion
guitar.
merchandising.
Nah, they have that in Batesburg. See, that's the thing about it. Gilbert in District 1, so they get more money. Batesburg in District 3 by
Well-
itself. And school taxes are coming from
I feel
property
like
taxes.
it's
Yeah.
very interesting that
More money.
Batesburg is the only school in its district. Like they know that school is underfunded. This just now getting repairs after all. Where has the money been there?
Man,
If
the
you
money
look at all
comes
the
from
grants
sports.
for what districts
Boost
get,
the
the
club
money's been
money.
there.
But a lot of the property taxes in Batesburg are Section 8, so they ain't going to the schools, And like, that's why we were talking about last week on the podcast, we got to get more school board members. And
Yeah.
more people that can like push and move things into town.
Yeah.
Well, see, and that's another thing. Like you mentioned, Belinda earlier. I used to have a step team, like that was.
Like, bring it
I was
on,
in high
step
school.
team.
Oh, that was
Like,
yeah.
bring it on. Hey.
It was, but it was little girls. You know what I'm saying? It was young girls, and I stopped doing it because I just felt like I didn't have the support there.
Yeah.
So it was just like, okay. And I still have people, like when I was working at Walmart. I just recently left Walmart this year.
Which one you worked at?
Batesburg.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never be in there really like that. Because I live in Lexington, so.
So,
I worked at Batesburg Walmart before, though, in 2010.
Oh, okay.
Long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah, long time ago. I was a young man then. Now I'm still young.
I'm about to say you're still young. So I used to, people would come up to me and be like, didn't you used to have a step team? And I'd be like, yeah. But when you going to start it back? What? Like, the girls I taught then,
Set the motion.
they in college now.
Yeah. They remember it, though.
College and high school.
You can do a little reunion.
I could.
A little reunion.
No, 'cause I mean, if you feel like you ain't really got the time and the passion right now to do it, like, fully throughout, just do a reunion.
It's not more of the passion, it's more of the time. Because it's like trying to sit down and get your thoughts together and do this and do that, and then working and the kids and this way and that way. So it's just a lot. But have I thought about it? Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I really have thought about it. But right now, I just can't get my foot into it like I really want to. So I just feel like I should just hold off and wait. But will it come eventually? Maybe.
We'll see then.
Maybe.
We got this section of the show we call Cup of Thoughts. This is where we ask questions out the cup.
Okay.
and then we get y'all the answer. She can't hear that. The first question is, what is your biggest fear?
What's my biggest fear? That's kind of hard because I got a couple. I got of course, death, and then I got not. It's just basically like not living the life that I'm supposed to live.
Yes.
Like
not getting where you want to go.
Yeah, like I know I'm supposed to be somewhere, but I'm just not there yet.
Yeah.
So I'm giving myself a time frame. And am I gonna get there? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get there. If I gotta work 4 and 5 jobs, I get
But
there.
that ain't gonna give you no time to get there because it's all about the journey.
It's about the journey, but a lot of people don't understand. Once you put your blood and sweat and tears into something, your mindset is always gonna be there. You're gonna always want that, regardless if, like I tell my kids, if I leave this world today, tomorrow, whenever, I want y'all to always keep this whole little thing that I got going on, the celebration.
Yeah.
I want you to keep it going, regardless if it's a balloon or if it's just getting shirts made or whatever. I just don't. Yeah, I just don't want it to be something that I started and then it just falls off.
Yeah.
So a lot of people be like, "Dang, that's your fear." That really is my fear. Like I don't want my kids to ever suffer at any point with anything.
But in life or whatever, it's like everybody goes through their own life. Just like I'm sure, like your mom didn't want you to suffer or anything, but it's like it's just life. You can't control.
You can't
life.
control anything, but all you can do is make it better. So
Get more knowledge to make it better. That's what's gonna make it better.
Yeah.
Just knowing more.
And a lot of having that, because I tell my kids, everything is not meant to be told to the streets. Like you can't sit and say, "Oh, well, I'm going to buy this and this next week," and then that same person you went and told it to, ready to buy it that same week. Like you can't do that. So I tell my kids all the time, whatever you want to do, just keep it to yourself, or within the reach of your brothers and sisters, because everything that I do, a lot of people don't know.
Move aside.
I love it. It's an amazing feeling. People are like, where you come up with that idea? I sat down and I thought about it and I prayed about it, because me not telling people, I feel like I'm basically keeping that within myself, and I gotta make myself understand what I'm going through, because if I don't, then nobody else will.
Most definitely.
So I fight. I mean, it's nice. I done set up like, knowing I got to be to work at 6, 7 in the morning. I done went to sleep at 5.
You ain't went to sleep then.
I know you took a
Oh,
nap.
I went to sleep, but it felt like, to me, that nap felt amazing.
Yeah.
But it's just like I tell people all the time, like this whole process that I do with this, celebration or whatever you want to call it. And it's, when I tell y'all, like this year I'm starting now. Like I already started ordering stuff and the things I need and stuff like that. Like, it's a process, because I always forget. And they'll tell you, my mama be like, "You gonna be late for your own funeral." I can say
You
it's
late all the time?
all the time, 24/7.
You weren't late today though.
I was almost late.
Yeah.
Because of me.
I ain't even gonna tell you no story. I'm never on time. Like
So just leave a little earlier then,
I
because
can't.
you have to.
They try to, but it's like,
Because like leaving early, that gives you the opportunity to assess the situation once you get there. Because that's why I like getting to places early or whatever. Like when I get to my job, I'm supposed to get there at 7. I get there at 6:30. But I clock in at 6:30. But anyway, I'm just there early because I ain't the time to it. Huh?
I'll tell you, I get to
It
the
ain't
job.
It ain't gonna work,
I
because
need to
listen,
assess
I'm
the
supposed to be to
situation.
work at 7:30 every morning. You know what time I get there?
7:31.
7:42. I got to go to. Go
That's
to.
not that bad.
I got to go to Sonic and get my French toast sticks and my orange juice. I got to.
You
But
got
see,
to
be personal,
go
like-
early. Go like 12 minutes early.
I can't.
But to your job, that's fine. But like to your business, that's not. Like I say,
Yeah, that's not. But I try. Like I really do.
You try
honestly
hard
try.
though.
I do.
'Cause if you try hard enough, you could do it. It's just like achieving your dream.
Y'all,
You be
I'm
like,
gonna tell y'all this. So y'all know that sneaker ball is. Oh, I ain't give y'all the date.
Yeah, that was saying.
May 6th.
May 6th, okay.
May
Yeah.
It better not be the Porch Festival weekend.
It's
now.
not.
Oh, I'm
It's-
about to say
it's not.
because you.
And
hey,
it's not.
That's Cinco de
don't
Mayo,
do that to
but
us now, cause we. Hey, it's hard to choose.
It's
But I know
not.
my choice. I'm choosing.
But
Okay.
Leesville
it's,
holiday.
it started at 7.
Basebird.
It started at 7.
Okay.
And
The sneaker ball, I'm probably going to be the freshest person there in my purple. I just want to let everybody know.
guy wise, let's make that very
Who's going to be
clear.
the
Guy wise.
sexiest person there as a woman?
Who you
the
think?
person that hosting it,
Me. Why wouldn't I be?
straight like that, the Lupus Warrior.
My dress is being custom made.
Custom made for you?
Yeah.
So you going to be fresher than her?
Yeah.
It's not a competition.
That-
Everybody's fresh in their own way. Like,
No
can't nobody
comment.
wear stuff like I wear stuff. Can't nobody wear stuff like she wears stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Don't
Look
nobody
at
can
that
wear like I do.
perspective over there.
Yeah.
She
got,
remind
like,
me. She's so
deep
eclectic. Like, you know, like I watched the show called Dear White People, and like she just remind me of the girl that was.
Yeah,
on
she
that show.
like the person that went to school with a bunch of whites.
Yes.
I don't view myself as that light skinned as that girl.
Yeah, no,
I view
but
myself as just
you
black.
you watched the show before?
Yeah, I actually have some problems with her.
No,
Yeah,
I have a problem with her character.
your
but-
aesthetic.
But what I'm saying, the aesthetics of you, it's like, you know, just
But I like your swag though.
It's
Like,
smart. You know, that's the shout out to you.
Yeah. So okay, since we shouting out the people.
Yeah.
My girl Ashley Rowe.
Let's talk her last
we was just talking to her last night.
Let me tell y'all.
She said
That
she coming on.
that girl, and I love her. When I tell you, she has had my back. Every shirt, besides this one, my Lupus sister from New Orleans got this one made. Every shirt that we have had at the event, she has made.
Shout out to A Rope.
She,
Vibe.
my girl, comes through. I can call her like, sis, I need these shirts, and
You know, that's her on the intro.
yeah, I love her like that. When I tell y'all, my girl she comes to my events. She comes, she calls me like, you need something? You good? And I'm straight, Ash, I'm good, or whatever. But my girl comes through.
I was our classmate.
Yeah, and
before
I
she graduated early.
I know, right?
don't do her.
No,
Don't do her.
she just left out there. They was too mature for us. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
she just wanted to
Get
get
on
on
out of
through.
there.
It'd be like that. But
Yeah.
I had something else to read because you did. I wanted to find Avion from Facebook. I just wanted everybody to know your definition of who you are. Is a person who wasn't ready for half the problems they went through, but was obviously built for it.
Yeah,
That's
me.
That defines
Powerful
you.
woman.
that me. That is really me.
A queen. So, Karie, what's your biggest fear?
I'm not trying to be rude, but it's Karie.
Karie,
I said it already.
Karie.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, I'm just 2 minutes more.
But my biggest fear right now, like, honestly, I do feel like my biggest fear is not reaching my full potential. Like, I think my purpose is to be here to like teach kids to some capacity. I don't know how. Like, I feel like I get little pieces of it as I go along. But this year has been like, it's been so hard. Like,
Yeah.
emotionally, like, this is the hardest hit like our family have ever. Like, I lost my dad at the top of the year.
Sorry to hear.
We
Condolences.
recently lost my brother. He would have been 22 this year.
Dang.
Like, I've never sat front row at a funeral twice in a year. Like, and then to lose like 2 of the men in my life. Like, it's really made me have like a kinder or hand or heart with people, especially men, because it's like I do come off kind of harsh, but
Oh, so you
That's-
one of them like kind of like snobby type of women that
I
like
wouldn't consider
stand out
myself
for-
snobby. It's just you can't tell me BS and throw it in my face and be like, oh, you can't run a game on me or nothing like that.
Nah,
Like,
you're too smart.
state your intention, and if you don't even know your intention, of course, what is there for us to talk about unless it's business? I'm not gonna teach you anything. Like, I shouldn't. No,
You ain't teaching no man nothing. So you're single
No.
or you're in a relationship?
I'm very much single right now, but I have so much going on emotionally. Like, I haven't even touched some of the grief that I need to touch.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of us really
Yeah.
have, because I don't know how to deal with losing a sibling. Like, it's like
I do. And
it's
my
hard.
brother got killed. My son is 13, so he got killed 13 years ago. And when I tell y'all, I felt like my world, because all my brothers are my best friends. when I tell y'all my world crashed, like when I look at myself, because it's three of us that actually look alike. Like we can go for triplets. It's me, my sister, and him. And when I tell y'all my world crashed so bad, like I didn't want to. You know how you in that mindset like this is not reality, this is not real. And then when I got to that casket, I just went in. I fell in.
That's what I don't like going.
I just, I just was not ready. And a lot of people don't know this, and they be like, really? But my brother was set up. They set him up.
Killed?
Yeah, they set him up. He had just got out of jail literally 2 months before he got killed.
Was it Florida or?
Yeah, it was in Florida. Back home we have block parties, and he went to a block party with a girl who he thought was his girlfriend, and the whole time she had done set him up to get killed.
And robbed or something?
Yeah, I mean, but and that's like I told my dad. You did all of that to get little of nothing because now you have no freedom.
Yep.
Nope.
Your child has no mother.
Life over.
Your son has no uncle because you had your brother in on it. And so y'all did all of this to feel what? Because, mind you, I had never been in my life. I had never been through nothing like this. We're at the gravesite, and I remember seeing a guy in a black coat. And I was like, who is this guy? And so one of my brothers, he's partial deaf. And he heard me, and he turned. And he grabbed me and my sister and pushed us to the ground. And I remember my uncle going to the trunk and just grabbing a gun. They had to make sure that my brother was dead.
What?
Yeah. Like, they thought it was all a joke, and they thought it was just, us pretending and hiding my brother. Then I was just like, bruh, like, I've never been through, like, literally, I ran in heels to the car because they were literally finna shoot up my brother's gravesite.
No, that's so scary because like they really wanted him dead.
Yeah, and I'm just like it. And my grandma would tell people when she was alive, like my grandsons they know right from wrong, but they chose the streets. And I tell people all the time, no, my brother, he wasn't, money wise, he wasn't the best person to be in the streets. But hey, it is what it is. Like, I mean, it's there. Like, that's all he knew. That's all he wanted to know. So it was just like, okay, it's something that's cool to him.
That's why they came to shoot up a funeral.
Yeah. And I just, to this day, me and my sister sit and we talk about it. Like, they really set our brother up. And I'm just like, for what? Because you got nothing out of it. You got a couple of $1,000 that you still can't, you did what with?
You took somebody's son.
Life is cheap to people, man.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I can't, like I tell people all the time, it's never easy losing a sibling.
I can only imagine. I haven't. I don't want to.
I don't wish it on nobody.
And I don't wish it on my worst enemy. And I don't even have enemies. So when people ask me all the time, is it hard? Very. It's very hard because
when the time come around for his birthday and like when he died,
certain songs I hear on the radio,
it take you back to like
it just takes me back. But then I look at my son, and I see my brother. Like one day my son came to me, and y'all, when I tell y'all craziest thing to me, mind you, my son was a baby when my brother died, so he really didn't know him or see him. He said, "Mom." I kept hearing him in the room, and I was like, who he talking to? So he came in my room. He said, Mom, I know your brother. And I said, yeah, you know my brother, because I was talking about my mama's son. I was like, yeah, you know him? He was like, no, your other brother. And I said, my other brother? And he was like, yeah. He named exactly what my brother had on the day he got killed.
God.
And he said, we be in the room playing all the time.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, but
Believable.
it's very believable because my son now, he plays like all my brothers play football. My son play football. He can tell you stuff about football games that you, as a grown man, would look at him and be like, how do you know this at 13?
Yeah. He love the game.
If you need to make a bet, call Marion.
I'm telling you, call my son and he'll tell you, like, I know it like the back of my hand, and I tell him all the time.
You said football, right?
Yeah.
What position you play?
Running back.
Okay. Running back.
That's my boy. He said, Mom, I'm going to the NFL.
Okay.
I told him to cut me that check.
I know that right.
Cut
Get
me
me a
that
new
check.
house.
I need it.
He's a good leader too. Like he making sure other kids get to practice and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like, I'm like, okay.
Already at 13.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I tell him all the time, like, whenever you ready to feel like you ready to step out and do something else, that's fine with me. But he's a cool, laid back kind of football player. He go in the room, play his game, and that's it. He ready for
Chill.
football practice and done.
That's his passion sound like.
That used to be our passion growing up, football. Like, we love football.
He said he not stopping though.
Yeah,
I mean, we didn't want to
but-
stop either, but it stopped us. Football stopped us, But like I say, we found another passion or whatever. So now this is our passion, so we can put all into. Cause I feel like doing this right here is like Friday nights to me, like because the whole week is a build to like researching and just getting all the stuff out. But when we do the podcast, that's like a Friday night playing football. So.
Oh, well, yeah. And I mean, that's something you can't, and of course, like we was talking earlier, we black people, so we gotta find a way to come up and continue.
Yeah, most definitely. Gotta go. Go ahead.
What's the next question?
Oh, we did this last week. I ended that. I think we did that last week.
I have a couple questions,
No, okay. Would you rather have kids in your 20s or 30s?
Oh,
I guess this hypothetical for you.
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've had them I had my first one at 16, and then I had the rest of my kids in my 20s. So,
I mean, you just gotta go with what you did, right?
yeah, because if I say me having them now, I don't think I would, because of the simple fact that my kids have taught me a lot. And a lot of people don't understand that when you say your kids can teach you, your kids can teach you a lot. Like, you can sit and be like, dang, did I used to do that? Or what can I get from that? And my kids teach me a lot. Because I'd be like, what is this? And what is that? And they be like, Mom, you can learn this off of TikTok and this, that.
Yeah.
YouTube.
And I kept sitting there wondering why my youngest daughter, why are you watching other people play with doll babies and stuff like that? But they learn from that stuff. And I'm just like,
But think about it. We watch grown people do the same thing. We watch football. That's grown people playing with a ball.
but we watch dumb stuff too.
That's really what we consider dumb stuff.
No, like these reality shows and thinking we can live like these people on these reality
I don't really
shows.
watch reality TV. I watched The House of Dragons and Game of Thrones stuff. You ever watched it?
No, what is that?
You know Game of Thrones?
You
with,
see how I'm looking at you?
you're like, what the hell is Game
It's
of
on
Thrones?
HBO. It's pretty cool though.
It's like a king
A
queen.
lot of incest.
Yeah, a lot of incest, a lot of rape.
Yeah, I've seen. Y'all ever seen Leslie Jones' commentary on it?
No, I haven't
Nah.
seen Leslie Jones.
Y'all should watch it. It's very funny.
Yeah, it's like, rape, incest, white people. But on House of Dragons, you got a black family. I don't know how they dropped into there. They got blonde hair, but they like Valyrian too.
Well, it's deep. It's just so how the old world used to be or whatever.
Yeah,
It's-
because
Kinda. Got dragons too, so that's fake. But
well,
other than that,
maybe they just put that in there to make it liven up. But back in the day when slavery was around, the white man used to hunch on the eye.
oh yeah, that's how
You know
my
what I'm
grandma
saying?
like light skin.
Yeah, cause I have
She light skinned it.
our aunt, a great aunt, God rest her soul, was just as white can be.
You know it, Blanco.
And I'm
Who are you
just
talking
like, I'm Martha.
Oh yeah.
Blanco.
Yeah, like,
I'm gonna say, man, Lou was light too.
and I'm just like, bro, how do we even? Because I used to ask my mama, like, why my sister light skinned and I'm dark? Like, how that work out? And her daddy dark, like,
Yeah.
but it comes from,
The milkman.
yeah,
The milkman.
the milkman was in the house with grandma and them. So
That's
that's
just how
why.
it happened because
Yeah.
they owned you at that point, so they could actually do whatever they wanted. to
Yeah,
do.
that's like
that's
when,
wild.
when white people be like, oh, I don't like this person. I say slick stuff like this out my mouth. Well, go ask your granddaddy who he was screwing in.
Hey, he like he
Period.
said it was all was pink. He ain't give a damn.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That's tough right there.
Hey,
Damn.
that what Master said. Master be give a damn.
Yeah.
Master was horny.
But 5 years from now, where you trying to be at? What you trying to be doing?
5 years from now, I will be my own boss.
Okay.
Big time.
100% freedom.
Yeah. Go and come when I please.
It's a great feeling.
Telling you the time that I need you to be there,
Come on now.
kind of thing. Like, that's what I'm on for the next 5 years.
Okay.
And like I say, nobody can stop me but me.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
Yes, that's it. 5 years, you'll be 30. Where you gonna be at?
In 5 years, I'm not planning to be in the U.S.
You trying to move to where?
I want to teach abroad.
Oh,
Like, I want to be a polyglot, like, and learn multiple languages.
Polyglot. What's a
Like-
poly? What's a
like
polyglot?
French,
They
German.
learn, that's, 8 languages fluently.
Okay.
That'll
Call
be
you a
dope.
polyglot. But,
So you know different languages right now?
I took French in high school.
Okay.
Say hey, it's French.
Huh?
Say hey.
I can say I only speak a little French. In French.
Let me hear it.
Je ne peux en français.
Oh, that's I can hear the accent. Just see.
Wee wee.
Stuff like that, but I don't want to get political, but I pay attention to a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that dual citizenship is a thing that everybody should look into.
Yeah, but a lot of countries won't give you dual citizenship.
If you look into some African nations,
They want you to pay a lot of money, like say a place like Ghana.
mhm,
We should be able to get dual citizenship, whatever, from over there.
you can-
But they ain't really giving it to you unless you got money.
unless you have to have a plan. Like any country you go to, you can't just say I want to move here. You need to say I'm going to contribute to society here. This is how I'm going to do it.
I'm coming work.
So just have a little business.
So you gonna
plan.
teach?
I mean,
So
yeah,
you
I
gonna
wanna,
teach like the little kids over there?
that, and I want to learn from what they have going on, establish something that can be mutually beneficial for them and for people I got back at home. Cause
So you don't like the USA way of living is not your
I
cup of tea?
don't like the propaganda that I'm seeing. I don't like
Don't watch
that there was a runoff in Georgia. I don't like a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
So talking about with Herschel Walker and the other dude.
listen,
Herschel ran that ball hard, man. They love
have
him
y'all
in Georgia.
heard the man? Have you heard him?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
come on now.
But
Like,
it's all a
we're living
farce.
in a country where I don't trust the Supreme Court judges. I don't trust these people that are teaching. Like, they don't want these kids to learn anything. They just want a big, dumb, strong working class.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And
Put them to the working class.
yeah.
unfortunately, it's about to be a lot of millionaires made on the expenses of all of these kids. That's about to have to,
Because the wind
pay
blow
for
wrong
that.
the kids out of school.
We're in a recession
Yeah.
right now.
That's the truth, though.
The recession
Inflation
is
is going up. The dollar, the value of the dollar is going down globally. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah,
of
it's
stuff
kind of
going
went down, but the euro has went down a lot too. The dollar's more worth.
on. I think
than
we're
the
going to
euro.
move towards cryptocurrency. It's
Yeah,
not
crypto has
a point
fallen
of-
too though. Everything falling because, like you say, we're in a recession.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy times like here because like the market even falling right now.
Yeah.
So
Everything.
a lot of people losing a lot of money. They said Mark Zuckerberg was worth like 142 last year. Now he worth 42 billion. So like he lost 100 billion this year.
So it's been
I don't really care for
Yeah, I
him.
know. I mean, like
We ain't seen this man pupils
100
in like I
billion.
don't know how long.
Yeah, he
His
feeling
eyes just straight black.
Yeah,
Like,
he
I
need
can't-
throw me a billion. Mark Zuckerberg throw me a billion.
These couple meal or something. America. I feel like we built this land or whatever. So I feel like I can't move from America because it's the
I
land
want
we
my
built.
reparations first.
Yeah, we built this
Y'all-
land. As
I
Black
don't think we
Americans.
getting reparations no time soon.
I ain't
Yeah, I
saying we
don't think
getting
so.
them,
But I still
Like,
want them.
That we done lost the house. Like, we done lost a lot of stuff that's.
Yeah.
I just see that. I
So
see
you vote.
racism making a comeback. I see it. I see some white people just having their chest out a little bit more. And I hate saying white people in general because there's a certain demographic I'm talking to.
Yeah.
And even at their core, I don't think that they're racist. I think they're just ignorant. And their history breeds off of that. And they weaponizing that and creating this reality of like racism, but it's really more so a political tool for capitalism, I think.
Yeah, I think they just
I
want to
don't
say
think
dominant.
I don't think America's as racist as it is on social media.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's racist
I think
though.
day to day, everybody works with
It is.
somebody that probably got a Confederate flag, and he probably is cool.
Yeah. That's just what he believe in.
Yeah.
and
That's all he
y'all can
knows.
find
Yeah, that's
some
all you
type
know.
of common ground, but on social media, it's combative.
Yeah.
But that they make money.
Because you can hide behind the screen.
Mm-hmm.
You can hide behind your profile
You
picture.
ain't
You
gonna
can be
say
a
that
dog.
to Tyrone at work on Monday.
Never.
You're not gonna say that.
We hear nigger on Twitter.
Or Call of Duty. Call of Duty is crazy.
Grand
I don't
Theft
see it.
Auto.
I'm like, who are you?
I ain't
talking
never been called nigga that many times in my life. Oh, that's a nigga on the online. Hey, what's up, y'all?
nigga. But tell me this also, since you coming on our show, do you got anybody else that you feel like should come on our show and make our platform bigger, or have a good conversation with us?
Tick tock, gunshot.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all somebody, and she actually was on my step team. I knew her since she was, I don't know, she probably was maybe 12, 11. Shania Hendricks.
Well, I feel like I heard that name before.
I think we had talked about coming on before.
Oh yeah, she was supposed to be coming on before, but she ain't never respond.
Oh,
Who is
okay.
that?
So that's
she was in the DM. On
Nicole.
Facebook.
You know Nicole Hendricks?
You know Nicole.
Yeah, that is right.
Her daughter.
Yeah, it is right. Okay.
Yeah.
She's young, so
Yeah, she got stuff going on for herself.
she got a lot going on for herself, and I tell her all the time, like, that's like my little niece. She call me auntie, and I tell her all the time, don't let nobody stop you. I don't care who it is, where they feel like they coming from, or if they feel like they talking a bigger game, it's fine, because the mindset you got is not their mindset. So that's what it is. Like, you got to keep pushing regardless. And she been doing her thing. She kind of mad at me right now because she like, auntie, what you doing? You ain't been doing business stuff. But that's because I have so many things going on, and I'm trying to balance everything and, work through this and work through that. But my biggest thing right now is my focus is this sneaker ball. Like, I don't, like, when I tell y'all,
I'm ready to see it coming to fruition.
oh, it's coming. And when it's coming with a bang. Because at first I was just like, I don't know what I can do different. I'm tired of doing, the backyard cookouts and this, that, and the third. So I need something different.
Like an adult prom kind of.
Yeah. So.
With some sneakers on. You say sneaker ball, so you wear like J's or any type of sneakers.
Yeah.
Throw some Adidas on, some superstars.
Yeah. You can
That's
throw
how I'm
whatever.
feeling.
Feel like a superstar.
Every day of my life.
He said he going to be the baddest in the building, y'all.
But
Man-wise.
You have to have a
let's
shoe
clear that up.
cam.
I know, man.
Shoe cam.
How you gonna be the freshest in the building when you never been fresher than me?
He was kind of fresh yesterday. He had like a little blue Adidas suit.
Not kind of fresh. I'm always fresher than him, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, he said he gonna be the freshest man in the building.
I am.
Now I don't know how my brother Karan gonna feel about that. Now.
He never been fresher than me. Not one day. That's my receiver though. But dressing, no.
Don't do that.
Wrong Rizzle.
Zero.
Cause he
I love you.
coming
I
through.
love you, wrong real.
He
I love
coming.
you, boy. You know I love you.
He
a lot.
coming though.
But dressing wise, zero competition.
But I know ain't nobody gonna be better than me in the building.
Hey,
Woman wise.
I'm ready to see it.
When I tell you I'm coming through,
We got the sneaker ball, man.
We'll see. But y'all get y'all socials before we get out of here.
my social media is on Facebook. It's Aviona FloridaMade. You heard that, FloridaMade.
FloridaMade.
Instagram, what is it? Lupus Queen 04? I think that's what it is.
Yeah, you tell us.
I don't know actually. And then Snapchat is
We'll post it.
Snapchat is Mr. Rock 87.
Yep.
CEO lady. CEO boss lady.
Rocky.
You can see it.
Used to be on that Ciroc.
I did.
Yeah. With
Taking it
pineapple.
back right there.
I know it's Ciroc and pineapple. No, diced pineapple. Y'all remember that song?
That was.
That
But
was a good song.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
a really
It's a
good
nice
song.
It was.
Yeah, you could just flow into some life.
Diced pineapples.
But what's your social media?
I'm not on Facebook, but Instagram is at p.b.f.t.s.
Yeah. You said,
p.b.f.t.s.
what's that mean?
Pretty Bird from the South.
Okay.
That was supposed to be my little stage name because I write poetry and stuff.
Okay, you got. Oh, that's dope. You feel
Don't
me?
she just look like she write
I know,
poetry?
how they
But
be?
you got your notes over there. You got any more notes you had to say before
Oh,
we
no,
got out
these
here?
are just, I was here as help
Okay.
in case we needed pronunciation and stuff. Or,
I mean,
quick
if you ever
facts.
want to pull up, you can pull up too and have a conversation.
Do you listen to Tiny Desk? You like a person that listens to Tiny Desk concerts?
I like a lot of different artists.
Okay, who you like?
everybody.
Say, who is Tiny this? But
No, Tiny Desk, it's like YouTube channel. I love it. It's like Tiny Desk concert.
It's
Always
live
come
music.
on there. It's like I love like live instruments and like
Yes.
live music. Like
I think people's voices sound like instruments.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
Jasmine Sullivan sounds like a trumpet to me.
Like what's the girl? She from England. She light skinned or whatever. I love I
Georgia
listen-
Smith?
Georgia Smith. I love her voice. So melodic. I listen to Tiny Desk like every day.
oh well, it's good. Y'all out of my era, so I don't know. I listen to Jeezy and T.I. and stuff like that.
Hey,
I listen to Erykah Badu too. I just love I love melodic.
so you like hip hop?
Essential.
Oh,
Essential.
I'm a
Trick
sensual
Daddy
type of
Trina.
dude. Yeah.
Take it back.
Bad Trina, boy. I bet you was turning up to that when that
I
was you was in the
was.
streets.
Yeah, man.
I was.
Florida.
I'm
In
a
them
thug.
streets.
Yeah. Trick that real from South Carolina though.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel that's what they say.
Oh, and you know Trick got lupus.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
You definitely do.
He do.
Cause who else I did like we to bring you on? You should have bring Paul on and Trick Daddy. I think that was a matter on the phone saying you'll be called Trick Daddy. Like you will be called Trick Daddy. I get Trick Daddy to come on the pod too.
That is hilarious.
But
man.
yeah.
But yeah, y'all can follow me at WatchWin because on Twitter, Instagram, you can follow me at _guy on the Snap. Do y'all know what Sunday means in Swahili? Big Sean just named his son after this. It means handsome, and I'm that guy. Go ahead, John.
Twitter at the Jeremy Gant, Snap and IG Jeremy _Gant.
And you can follow me on Twitter and IG at the Money QB. On Snapchat, Fine Ass Twin. Some girl told me in the inbox. You saw that, Jerry? She was like, I see 2 fine ass twins on the screen, and I like the one that be smiling in the pictures. I be smiling in the pictures. She was talking about
You know what I'm saying? I don't care because I look better.
Nah, y'all see these dreads, man. Go to man right fast. Y'all see these dreads real fast. Man, look at her, man. Shout out to my girl Danny the barber, man. She is great. She do my hair great, and it always look good. But also, you can follow Navy Black Podcast on IG and Twitter at Navy Black Pod. Go to YouTube, Navy Black Podcast. Just type it in. It's going to pop up. Subscribe and like our videos. We actually have good content and good conversations. And we look good on TV. You feel me? Also, go to the website, NavyBlackPodcast.com. You can see our merch. We got the Bring Value, Be a Doer. We got Actions Over Words. We got the hoodies, the shirts, crop top. What you want, what you need, we got it. It is. But also, thank y'all ladies for coming again.
You're
we
welcome.
really appreciate y'all coming up here and enjoying the time with us, because like when we bring women in here, like it's a whole different energy. You feel me? Mm-hmm. It's like it just feel good in here. You feel me? But thank y'all for coming again. Let me get this phone right, and we'll see y'all next week. It is, man. Last night, man, we was at the Basebird Salute event. They started fighting. You heard about it?
I seen it on Snap.
They always doing that, man.
Come on, Basebird. Salute her.
But did y'all like my sweater though? It was gold and purple.
Do better.